Hello there guys, it's Stephen here. Hopefully the audio is alright after last night's debacle, put it that way, but I think it's fine. I've been testing it, I've got a new mic in tow and everything seems to be okay, so let me know if you can hear me. We're doing a live stream, we're talking about loads of stuff. This is gonna be a load of fun, hopefully. Anyway guys, welcome to the first ever proper live stream, I would say. Yeah, I'm going to say it's the first ever proper live stream. Fingers crossed this one actually works alright. And I think it is working, is what I'm going to say. And fingers crossed you're all going to enjoy it. So we can talk about loads of stuff. There'll be loads of questions and loads of kind of discussions about transfers, all that kind of stuff. And do let me know if there's any problems with the stream and I'll obviously change it. But the signs early on look perfect. Wonderful quality there from Mr. Brown. Andy's hearing me loud and clear. Blake Fisher says, hi dude. Levi Cap, hi. Jeremy McCoon says, mint mate. It's music to my ears. After the stress of last night, I'm not even kidding, it put me in a bad mood. Not being able to sort the audio out. I've got it working because of this little guy here, and I'm scared to raise it just in case it doesn't work, but it's a Raspberry Blue microphone. It seems to be working fine. Anyway, hello. Nicola's actually a moderator as well. Nicola, my girlfriend, if you don't know her, she's over there in the background. She's moderating the comments, so everyone behave there. But yes, let's get on to the actual transfer target. Kwang said, Kwang Show Tai, I think that's how I pronounce it. Didn't know you do live stream. I don't. This is the first time I've done anything like this, so this is a new thing for me as well. There's a bit of a delay apparently, but sorry about that. It's not a Spurs shirt either. It's a Nasser FC shirt, a bit of a novelty one. But let's talk about the actual news. You can see the news scrolling across the bottom there, and that's the things I'm going to talk about today. Firstly, Ruben Neves. Now, apparently City are after the 21-year-old Wolves midfielder, and according to some sources, mainly Sammy Lee. Shout out to you, Sammy Lee from Goal. Apparently, City and Cheeky in particular and Jose Mendes are good friends, so there's a good relationship there, and apparently Jose's not happy about that because they want him as well. Of course they want him as well, which would be absolutely typical, wouldn't it? Of course, United are after a player that we are allegedly after. That's just about the most typical thing ever. Don't forget, by the way, you can see this live kind of like subscribe account thing here through the wonders of the internet technology. So if you want to join in, go for it. Make that number go up. It'll be really satisfying watching it and me going, wow, look at the subscribers go up as we're doing this. Watch them go down. I've said that now. Please don't make it go down. That would really upset me, and we don't want me crying on a live stream. Maybe we do, actually. There'd be good for using that. Maybe money in it. Anyway, I'll carry on. I'm quite excited because it's actually working fine. But yes, Neves does fit the bill perfectly, and I agree, Blake Fish. He's an absolute fantastic player and the kind of guy who would perfectly suit this team. Now, apparently Wolves wouldn't stand in his way if... what are you timing people out for? Oh wow, definitely timing out. Do not abuse my girlfriend or you will get blocked, and Nicola can do that. You're right to do that. She has the power. But now to Neves anyway. Neves would be a perfect signing for Manchester City in my personal opinion. Apparently they won't stand in his way if a Champions League club comes in for him. Obviously that includes Manchester City. Now obviously Fernandinho is getting his 33 at the moment, and in general we probably do need a replacement, and Neves isn't the smallest either, which I quite like. He's like 5'11", so he's not massive, but he's definitely a good size, and in my opinion he's so malleable in terms of what Guardiola wants from a player, because he's actually only 21 years old now. He's played in a very tough league. I'm going to show that comment there. Connor said, they're stupid as fuck, she's beautiful, don't listen to them fools. Bless her. Cheers, Connor. But apparently, to me, he's like the kind of perfect Guardiola kind of player. Like, we want Jorginho, obviously, and obviously he would have been our first target, but for me, Neves is like... He's this perfect kind of potential replacement. He cost about the same amount of money potentially. Obviously only 21. Played in the Championship, which was such a hard league to make a mark in. And we saw what he did there. He was fantastic. And I don't doubt that he could do very well at City as well. And once again, he's got age on his side and fit that profile of a young signing. What do you think about this potential signing? 40 million max from Neves, Adam thinks. I don't know about that. And thank you, Corey Rock, saying he loves my videos. Dusty reckons we will get Neves because it fits. How much for Neves? Never going to be pricey in January. Apparently, according to the article, be around 17 million euros, which sounds a lot, but it's about what we pay, basically, what we were planning to pay. So the comments about marriage. Stop mentioning this Nicola marriage stuff, all right? Stop it. Apparently what we were allegedly going to pay for Jorginho roundabout. But either way, you've got to bear in mind that he's got something to his game that makes it exciting. I actually think, if anything, it could be a lot more interesting. So that's what my source is. I'm just reporting as ever on the sources that go around the internet. Not the ketchup and the mayo and the other sources. I mean, the internet sources. Mine is just goal.com. Sammy Lee there, bringing in all the news. God bless you, Sammy. But he said that City have got a very keen eye on Neves. But I think in general, what I like about Neves is that he's not just a passer. He can dictate play. He can play those beautiful passes, but he also has an incredibly creative eye, and he can score wonder goals. So I think he can play a little bit further forward, maybe as a free eight as well as a kind of a creator if we don't always need a number 6. So I like that. I like the fact that he offers something slightly different as well. He's not just all about being perfect, defensively. He can actually go forward as well, and that'd be nice to me. That'd be lovely. Are you enjoying the commentary over there, by the way? You're right moderating?
Yeah, I don't even know.
Nicola's moderating.
I've got people on the marriage cards.
Oh, she's done it. The memes begun. But what do you make of the Neves signing? I'm going to read out a few comments here. People saying he can replace Fernandinho. Tim Tiny Moody said he never comes. He'll play with another midfielder or play alone. He can play with both. That's what I like about it. I reckon these comments, man. These comments are great. I reckon he could play with another midfielder. Definitely, he can also play on his own. He's got the defensive awareness to actually do that. It's going to take me some time, by the way, getting used to these live streams and not pissing myself laughing at all the comments, and also be able to focus on the subject at hand, because it's good fun, but I get distracted by all you guys being very, very funny. I do agree with 706 Easy. Sammy's very well sourced on this thing, so I do trust that it makes sense. He was good against us as well, Neves. I do think City want him. He fits that profile once again. But anyway, let's go on to the second thing on the agenda, and we'll go back to some more questions. As you can see, scrolling from the bottom, Real Madrid allegedly want Raheem Sterling. Now, I think in general, this is just an agent doing the whole rinse and repeat thing. Now, we all know Sterling allegedly wanted... he wants to be on the same par financially as the likes of Aguero and De Bruyne. And after his season last year, he was fantastic, scored a hell of a load of goals, got around like 40 goals and assists in total, which is a phenomenal record. In general, Sterling did... he felt like he earned his place at the top of the table, so to speak. But City don't want to... Look at these comments. It's not going to happen, guys. But he feels like he wants that. Now, in general, I don't think he's going to get that money, as we know. His age is obviously playing hardball, and they were hoping that during the World Cup that he would get a higher profile and therefore get this move. But it didn't happen for various reasons. Even though I thought he was actually all right at the World Cup, he didn't quite, he didn't star at the World Cup, which wasn't necessarily his fault. I thought he was one of the better ones in general, personally, but he didn't get that kind of reputation-boosting performance that he actually needed. Now, obviously, he's got about 20 months left on his contract now, just under 2 years, and it is a bit of a worry because he is a very good player personally. Sterling, if he goes, I would be upset. It's weird though, a lot of City fans seem to have a little bit of a thing in for Sterling. It feels like all that stick that's been thrown at him over the years has actually stopped, which is really harsh because he's a fantastic player. And I think in general, he was... Guys, comments! They're amazing. It's not for Nicola's fault now. But I don't know. Sterling, for me, it'd be a shame if he went. I don't think he'll go. I think it's the whole thing where the agent's just trying to get him a better deal. Eventually, he will sign. Someone's asked as well, give them Sterling and we'll take Asensio. It's not a bad bet. Slightly different player. Sterling can't shoot, no, but he still scored 23. 23, was it? Or 26 goals? That's not a stupid amount of goals anyway. Nicola is absolutely loving this moderating. She's basically using the moderating thing to make a personal agenda going.
I didn't start it.
She didn't start it. Anyway, are you loving the Blue Moon Rising mug as well, guys, by the way? It's good, isn't it? I think Sterling will be offered a new deal. I do agree, Stephen. Khalid Al-Madani saying keep Sterling. He'll be really upset about that. Connor reckons we need a more clinical winger. I think we're underestimating how intelligent Sterling is. He isn't the most clinical, but what he brings to the team is more than just goals. He brings an understanding, he brings work rate, he brings skill, he brings immense movement. And Guardiola's teams are all about where you are on the pitch at any one moment. And there's no one better than that in our team than Sterling. His output is pretty good. It's just not maybe Aguero output, but in general, you can't understand it isn't just about goals with Pep Guardiola. You got to look at his all-around movement. Think about all the work they do with the positioning on the pitch, and Sterling is just pretty much spot on all the time. So I'd be gutted if he goes, and he's only young still. So we've all got to just be patient with him. People asking about Blue Moon Rising, I miss it too. It's just one of those things where it ended, sadly. A big part of my life though. And I'm here now, and I've got this channel, and it's all great. But I think in general, Jerry McCoon getting there on the one-day stuff on the comments, that's great. But I think in general, Sterling will be better. I think he'll be fine. I think he will stay. If he doesn't sign a contract by the end of the season, it's going to be very, very interesting, isn't it? Right, guys, let me read a few comments out. It's all about Nicola for me. Mr. Person saying, do we really want Ruben? I think we would do. Tiny Moody reckons Sarr needs to improve his shooting. I think that will come in time. James saying, Sterling's a bad finish, but we love him last season. He scored impossible goals, last-minute goals. I love him so much. Sterling will be City forever. I think in general... yeah, Brips, I agree as well. Sterling's one of those players that can score 30 goals a season but miss free chances and people will hate on him. Another news that we're going to talk about a little bit in general, Zinchenko allegedly wanting to go to Betis. Now, apparently Zinchenko wants from first team football and I don't really blame him. What do you all make on that? He's obviously miles back in terms of even getting on the bench at the moment, and given he had a bit of a breakthrough season last year, I think it's just one of those things where it's probably best to let him go now. I think he's a fantastic player, good attitude, a really likeable player. But Zinchenko, for me, I think is it's kind of right about time that he just kind of... The comments are so nice, aren't they, by the way? By the way, I just want to say you're all absolutely lovely. I feel like I've got a really nice kind of like comment section. Back to Zinchenko. I get such distracted so easily. But for Zinchenko, for me, I would like to see him remain at Manchester City because... Well, I would like him and I wouldn't like him. At the same time, I'd like him to be there because he's just one of those lovely, really good, intelligent young footballers. And I think he's good for the squad attitude. But at the same time, 15 to 16 million, it just makes sense. Now, Betis apparently want to like him alone with a option, but City don't want to do that. They want to just sell him outright if he is to go, and that's understandable as well. Zinchenko is going to struggle for games this season, so I think in general, big man there saying Zinchenko has to leave. His fourth choice left back and seventh choice centre midfield. I just agree. Delph can do one. What's that about, Aaron Bell? Delph's fantastic. Daniel, thanks for the very lovely compliment. Don't think he's a very good left back from Sam. In general, don't think he's a good left back. Dennis is at work with his earphones. His earphones in. What's a earphone? I presume you mean headphones, Dennis. Dennis, don't get sacked because of me. That would be a really bad thing. I'm not worth it. Yeah, thanks, Nicola. Some people are saying they like my NASA shirt. It's good, isn't it? Watch this. I'll show you the sponsor there as well. It's got actually NASA as the sponsor. Class and a bit of American badge in there. It's from a website called Club Concept. This is not a free plug. Well, it is a free plug. They didn't pay me to it. It's a lovely shirt. I'm really proud of it. Yeah, I agree with Mr. Brown. £15 million profit on zinc is a no-brainer. And thank you, Ange, for saying I'm beautiful. Very kind of you. Douglas Luiz to Fenerbahce. That's the other rumour scrolling across the bottom. Obviously, Douglas Luiz, he hasn't got a work permit, so he needs some game time as well. Where do you all think Douglas Luiz will go? Should he? Where do you want him seen? He was obviously linked to loads of Portuguese teams as well, because of Porto, Benfica. Now, apparently Fenerbahce might be in for him. Loads of people wanting to see Nicola. She's over there podging about in a dressing gown. She's not coming on camera. Put your hand out to the right more. More. No, I can't see it. It's too low. Oh, wait. Maybe it is happening, but I'm on a delay. Sorry. Yeah, it probably actually is happening. So I reckon in general, I think Douglas Luiz needs to go. There was rumours about Celtic. I think he needs to be tested at a high level there. He might even get a work permit there in general. Douglas Luiz, to me, is very unlucky to not get a work permit and play for City this year, but he's a good player. So I'd like to see him played somewhere competitive league. I can see your hand now on the delay. It didn't appear. Just clarifying that. Also, don't forget as well, Sam just pointing out Champions League draw tomorrow. Touch game said Otamendi needs to improve. I don't know what you're basing that on, seeing as he's played well last season and hasn't played this year. Loads of people asking about Rabiot, the ex-Man City youth player. Zach KM, I do not know Damso, a Belgian Congolese rapper singer, of course. Everyone says, how's Nicola? Nobody says, what's Nicola? Well, that's very hypothetical. Nicola is my girlfriend. He's on all the vlogs with me. Did someone just... Whoa, Ange, really? Thank you, if that's what I think it is. Ange, thank you very much. Love you too. What the hell? 40 quid? What's that even about? Where's that just come from? Honestly, this whole money thing, I actually don't even know what that is. Honestly, I've never seen that money thing, so that's actually new. If you just donated £40, if so, Jesus, Ange, you're an absolute star. And Nicola, shout that Ange is an absolute star.
He's the guy that suggested that we should...
Go on, was that louder?
He's the one that suggested... I think he's the one that suggested on Twitter that we should put a mini bike...
Oh yeah, I think it was Ange who suggested that... Ange suggested about the mini bike thing if you follow me on Twitter. But anyway, I got distracted by that ridiculously lovely gesture. Ange, you're an absolute hero. DM me, Ange, on Twitter. If there's anything I can do at all, it's the least I can do. Thank you very much.
I don't understand what it is.
I don't know, I think it's some kind of sponsored chat thing. But anyway, I'm going to get... get back to the actual video. I'm going to read a few comments here. I'm going to go into many away games in Champions League. Depends where they are. Maybe not. I can't usually I could get to away games. Maybe I can't tend to afford it. Someone said 40 rupees, 0.5 euros.
That's still generous.
It's still generous. It's 40 rupees is still amazing, so that's great.
You can definitely buy a Freddo for that.
I'll take it. I will do more live shows in general. What happened to the Sterling video from yesterday? I did I did do a Sterling video yesterday, but the stream was absolutely awful, the audio. I've got it sorted now. So in general, it was a bit of a naff one, but this one's actually better. We'll do more live videos if you want to see these. Let me know. Score prediction this weekend. I'll get onto that on another day. But yes, people just joining in general, it's going to be... whoa. Nate said, who would you want for the Champions League draw? Oh, God, I don't even know. Who would you all guys want in the Champions League draw? It's a good question, Nate. I'm not really sure, to be honest, mate. I just don't want Barcelona, but I still think we could beat them. Any draw that makes us kind of ignore Liverpool. Do you know what? I'm going to be totally honest with you, pal. I've not even thought about the draw at all because I've just been so head in the games and so on that I've not thought about it. I think in general, I think we will get through the group regardless of who's in it. I'm not sure what the potential outcomes could be, and I will do a quick video reacting to that tomorrow afterwards. But I just want a round that will see us miss Liverpool. That's all I want. Mark, don't play me like that about the audio. That's a good group there from Peter. Borussia, Monaco, Inter. That would be very hard, actually. Juventus, Bayern and Barca. Everyone's going crazy on the whole absolutely possibly hard groups there. Back onto the actual subject of the video once again, though, people are just joining in. Neves would be a fantastic signing in my personal opinion. Obviously, as well, you've seen the news going across the bottom there. Sterling, I think personally will stay. I think it's just paper talk. Zinchenko, I think he should leave. 16 million would be a fair price. And Douglas Luiz needs to go on loan. Someone like Fenerbahce, maybe even Celtic. Tarek said there, what do you think of Sané's form? Tarek, I think in general, he started last season really slowly, but by the end of the season, he was the young PFA Player of the Year. I think we've just got to be patient with him. I think he'll be all right. It's just what Sané's like in general. It takes a while to get going. And I think in general, he will actually be okay, so don't worry about it. Some more questions. What's your choice, Rabiot or Ruben Neves? Ruben Neves, me personally, I think he'd be fantastic. I really like his style. I also love his eye for the spectacular. I really like players who can just ping a ball 30 yards in the top corner. It tends to it just makes football more fun. I think you could do that for us. Stephen Leckie, what did you think of All or Nothing after watching it? I thought it was fantastic and loads of fun. I don't think it was groundbreaking in terms of what we learned of the inside. It was just eye-opening, but not groundbreaking. I loved it though. It was just goosebumps at the soundtrack and the score. Fantastic piece of insight into the club. And we're lucky in general to be able to have that about our club. Imagine if that was someone else, it wouldn't have been the same, would it? It happened to be City that year. It was just perfect partnership. So in general, I loved it. I absolutely loved it. I think an underrated aspect was the actual score. Some more questions. 706 easy. You don't need to send super chat, pal. I'm reading your questions anyway, so don't worry about it. And don't ever feel the need to send super chat, guys. Just keep repeating the question. If I miss it, I'll answer it. Obviously, you kind of miss questions because you answering a question, then they all go past really quickly. Favorite Michael Jackson song? I don't know. Bad. Billie Jean? I don't know. I did see Ruben Neves' goal against Cardiff in the Championship, Abbey, and it was absolutely fantastic. And that's one of the reasons why I'm excited about him, because I always love players who can do special things. And Ruben Neves strikes me as that kind of person. He's only 21, and he's already doing special things at very good levels. Do you think Sandler will go out on loan or will be played in cup matches? Loderoo? I don't know. It's weird when he's injured at the moment, so he's gone very quiet. But I think in general we'll have to see how it develops. He could stay. He seems to be hinting that he might be staying. He's involved in the squad list and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, fingers crossed he does actually get some games. What do you think of Mourinho post-match interview? I've done a video on that over somewhere else. Go and check out that on footy.com. I think in general he's losing it. Kevin De Bruyne assisting you since. Thank you very much. You're an absolute hero. Josh Kelly, you're a legend too. Any concerns over Fernandinho? Can he continue performing at a high level throughout the season? I think he needs some support. I think in general he can't do it all on his own. We have to make sure that Fernandinho does get the support he needs in midfield, because it's going to be a long season for him. And I think he's not getting any older. I'm 33 next week soon as well. Bloody hell. I'm so old. Do I look 33? I don't think I do personally. At least I got that. But he's the age. I'm nearly the same age as Fernandinho. That's crazy. And I'm actually saying he's very old. What does that make me? But Fernandinho is quality and he will be good. this season, I'm no doubt. But the risk of him getting old and tired, it just increases every single year. So you got to just be sensible with these things and start to look to support him whatever we can, because we can't presume that he's going to be fine. It could happen. One injury and the season's over. So I do think we'll look at someone in January. Could be Ruben Neves, maybe. Joe, I'm really sorry to hear that, pal. Joe's girlfriend left him. Everyone give Joe a big virtual e-pat on the back. I've never heard of that touch gamer, so maybe I will do one too. Where would Neves play, though? As a number 6, he'd rotate with Fernandinho. He's 33 now, will be 34 during next season. So I think in general, I would say that's his future role. Back to the news. Let's have a look what's going on in the news in general. Obviously, we all saw the Aguero stuff with the shisha, which wasn't even illegal, so I have no idea why the papers are trying to get him on that. Absolute nonsense. But guys, what I say is, well, thank you for all the comments on this video so far. I'm really enjoying reading about it all. Feel free to get any questions. Nicola's loving the live stream. I can hear a little smug face of it. I can almost sense it in the background. She's loving being a moderator, and it makes me happy. DMC045 reckons Aguero with 6 goals against Newcastle. That would be nice, wouldn't it? He tends to batter him anyway. Who would have liked to replace Bravo apart from Gunn? Muric. Keep him there, in my personal opinion, because I love Muric. Loads of people helping Joe there. What a nice bunch of people you all are. Mark Goldbridge, a lot of people mentioned him. Goldbridge is just like, he knows what he's doing. He's just playing the game. I wouldn't fall for it, guys, because it's all a bit of an act, really. I think he's just like, he's getting views by being silly, and let him do it. Harmless, bit of weird, but not my problem, I guess. FA against City, maybe night. Stephen, that's a good point about safe standing. I would love safe standing to be a thing at grounds in general, because I think it's a big part of helps generate atmospheres. In like blocks 115 and 116, where I often watch games anyway, they're always standing there. So what difference does it make if it's actually legally done? Why are the comments going up the screen? It's covering half your face. Is it covering half my face? It's not, is it? The comments are fine for where I'm looking. Sorry about that. I don't know what you've seen there, mate. Apologies. Do I know when KDB is back? I don't know when KDB is back. Hopefully it'll be like November, something like that. I reckon all of September and October he'll be out. Maybe, fingers crossed, he'll be back by then. Ange, don't worry about it being rupees. Ange, you don't have to do anything, mate. You're a hero. But thank you very much for all your support anyway. Where do I think Yaya's going? Olympiacos. It seems to be that way. Going back to where he wanted to... wait, he was there a long time ago, wasn't he? So I think that makes a lot of sense, really, going back to the club there. But as far as I'm concerned, Yaya has not really helped his legacy as a Manchester City player. He's kind of burned his bridges a little bit, which is a shame given how good he could be. But I think Dimitri Seluk is genuinely a really bad person, which is a shame that he's so intrinsically linked to Yaya, and Yaya is obviously very much like that as well. But Olympiacos, he'll probably just go there for a while, and he'll kind of fade away into nothing, really. Plot twist, KDB comes back in 2 weeks. That would be nice, wouldn't it? Be lovely. Do you think City will sign a keeper in January? Steve, that's not a bad idea, but I don't know. I think it depends how Muric does. We'll see how Muric does in a League Cup game, and if he looks all right, maybe they won't do, but who knows? Lewis, I do remember the days of good old Micah Richards. A lovely person, a great player, and one very much underrated. He's doing nothing now. I don't think he's played a game of football for 2 years at Aston Villa. Absolute crazy. He's not even that old still, I don't think. I think he's got a couple of years left in him at least. It's crazy. MD Mustafa watching a live stream at 2 or 10 a.m. in India. Mate, you're absolutely crazy. I am not worth this, but thank you very much. Malcolm. Thanks for the advice there, Malcolm. It wasn't broken by Man City Fan TV. Someone tweeted it yesterday, which is very clever. Someone realised that Olympiacos were in Burnley. Were about to play Burnley. So they were preparing in London for the Europa League or something like that. So people realised what was going on. Anyway, which team do you fear the most in Europe? Always any team Messi plays for. It's probably Liverpool. Liverpool, because I just got this thing about us. Which is crazy. Gabriel Jesus, congratulations on your 1.4 million views. Was that the Pep Guardiola one? I think even I watched it, mate. Well nabbed. You did well there, lad. Thank you very much, Abby Ram, about being the best City YouTuber. That's very lovely of you to say that. How many signings do you think we'll make in January? Possibly just the one. Probably just the one, I reckon. Maybe Neves or someone like that. Prandabesh says, you were in Sky Sports Studios 3 weeks ago. What happened there? I got invited down just to be the city correspondent, if anything happened. Didn't really do much, for him being honest. Just walked about the studio and pretended to look kind of like a fanboy. Not gonna lie, I just walked about like, wow, with my camera. It was kind of good fun. Right, guys. My mum's just appeared in the stream. Hello, mum. Oh, my mum's in the stream. Everyone be really nice to my mums. Everyone say hello, Audrey, in the comments. I didn't expect that to happen. Yes. Yeah, Brandon Ashton is a lad. That's the kit man from Man City. Well done, Gabriel, on the incredible video. The main stand about this season will be Stones and Laporte. Yeah, I think they should be, in my personal opinion. I think they're the future of our defence, and Stones is so confident at the moment. Laporte is well, they have to be there. I love Vinny and Otamendi, but they have to start kind of building for the future. Fortes and Sancho, Joe, do not get me started on Sancho. Sancho should... all the comments coming in now, it's lovely. Everyone's saying hello, Audrey. This is great. But Sancho should be at Manchester City still, and fair play. He's going to actually prove everyone wrong and show how good he is. Look at all these comments. It's great. He's going to show how good he was.
Audrey, you gave birth to an angel.
That's the best comment ever. Hello, Audrey. You gave birth to an angel. Oh, I'm done. I'm actually done. This is absolutely crazy.
Someone's calling her a sexy mama.
Oi, watch how you talk about my mum. Right, anyway, I'm going to probably start to wrap it up soon in a minute because this is getting a bit crazy. But back to Sancho, the one that got away very much. He's a fantastic footballer. I'm not surprised in the slightest that he's doing so well at Dortmund because he's a fantastic little player. So, in general, someone's asking, do you approve of Nicola?
Oh, it's lovely.
My mum loves Nicola.
She's left a crying laughing emoji.
Is this crazy? I bet she's loving it. I'm going to ring Mum after this and see what she's up to because I bet she's pissing herself at you lot there. But yes. Guys, I'm going to start to wrap it up because this is getting... Actually, you know what? I can't wrap it up for another 5 minutes at least because I think my mum deserves to read all these comments and gives. But I'm going to talk about anything. Ask some questions. Force on Mendy. There we go. Very good football, intelligent, an absolute beast of a left back, and I think he's going to be huge for us this year. He's got about a year, I reckon, to learn Guardiola's defensive methods because he's not really been on the training pitch at all, has he? So I think we'll have to be patient on that front. But he's so good, and he'll only get better. What's happened to Eric Garcia? I don't know. I presume he's just picked up a knock because he would have been playing against Shrewsbury last night. I would have presumed, but I'm sure it's nothing serious. Foden for England. I think it's possible. Yeah, family Montrose saying, where does Diaz fit in the foreseeable future? I don't really know. I hope Diaz kind of, I don't know, he might go out on loan. I would not be surprised at all. What are you laughing at, Nicola? Oh, Audrey, tell your son. That one. Oh, wow, unbelievable. Brandon Barker's goal, Preston North End, was fantastic. Brandon was so good a couple of years back. I was waiting for someone like Pellegrini to give him a chance, but it never actually happened, unfortunately. But he looks so good and so intelligent. Thing is about Barker, he was just as good as Sancho was in the youth teams, in my personal opinion. He just didn't get the chance when he needed it, and he kind of went flat a little bit. But he's finally showing, with a little bit of confidence in his own ability, after a good spell at Hibernian, how good he can actually be. And that goal was sheer ability. Esteemed mother. I enjoyed that one as well.
I like that.
Yeah, it's good. Esteemed mother's good. My favourite all or nothing scene was actually one of those weird ones. It was the quiet talk about Sterling between Arteta and Guardiola in the cinema kind of showroom thing, when they just talked about how he was quite blunt with him after the Burnley game. I really liked that because that was. I'm gonna hide that comment.
Yeah,
I really enjoyed that moment because I thought it showed how honest Pep can be with his players, and it showed obviously what Sterling was thinking when he was relaying it to Arteta, and it reminded me of those conversations that we all have with our bosses at work, and I really liked that moment. I thought it was the most genuine moment in the whole thing personally. It showed exactly how tough Guardiola is on the players, and even if it was just like between Arteta Bloom Rising, yeah, I laughed at that one too. Even though it was just between Arteta and Guardiola, I found it fascinating and the most truest sense of what this thing was actually about in terms of how he talks to the players. Stephen, say the following sentence in Portuguese. I don't know what I'm going to say, but I'm going to... Shall I say it? Pra cima de la city. Whatever that means, don't kill me. I said it. A lot of people are saying, should be esteemed Kompany. Get out. How do I block you, Jack? That was terrible. I know I don't really rock because I'm 32 years old. I don't even know what that is. I don't know how to do it. I do go on Bleeming Forum. I'm on there as another name on there, but I browse it quite often. Yeah. Right, guys, I'm going to start to wrap it up. I hope you've enjoyed this live stream. It's been good fun, hasn't it? If you want me to do more of these, do let me know in the comments. Don't forget, if you are new to this channel, if you haven't already, click subscribe there next to me, so the whole thing, like the counter goes up there, because you can actually see it go up during a live stream. Obviously, it doesn't go very quickly because no one watches these things, but one day it actually will, and I'll get really excited. Someone now make this video, this live stream thing, go up when actually. Someone's unsubscribed. You absolute bastard.
You were asking for that, to be fair.
Ah, I've been mugged off by myself. This is great. I quite enjoyed that. It's funny though. Anyway, guys, I'm gonna leave it there. Make it go up. Someone make it go up. Even if it's just... Oh, he went back up again. There we go. Someone obviously did that. Was it you? It's probably Nicola. It's someone. Probably my mum, actually. Right, guys. I hope you enjoyed this stream. I'll do more of these if you want, because it was good fun chatting about football, Man City. I'll get better at how to do it in terms of structure. At the moment, I'm just blagging. So I don't know what I'm doing, but it's still good fun.
Matthias has got a frap for you.
If you don't...
will not win any trophies this year.
Is that true, Matthias? I'm sure we will. It'll be fine. That's right. I am called Two Sips on Bleeming Forum. Right. GFX Games and News on Super Banter. Don't unsubscribe. Right. At this point, I'm all going to end it because I'm not going to see it. You're just going to make me cry. Do you want to make me cry? Right. In a bit. I'm going to end it here.